This is the most straightforward and complete explanation of the 12 universal laws that you'll probably find out there. Don't let this video slip away. Pay attention, as these laws can and will change your life for the better once you know and understand them. Number 1, the law of divine oneness. The law of divine oneness, first law of the 12 universal laws, is a fundamental principle in the realms of spirituality and metaphysics. According to this law, every aspect of the universe, from the smallest subatomic particle to the largest galaxy, is intricately connected and dependent on each other. It focuses on the fact that there is no separation between any aspect of existence, and that everything is a part of a unified, universal whole. To begin our journey into understanding the law of divine oneness, let's consider the insights of some remarkable minds who have crossed the realms of science, psychology, and spirituality. Greg Braden, a prominent author and speaker on the intersection of science and spirituality, explores the concept of oneness through scientific discoveries. He discusses how quantum physics and the understanding of a unified field supports the idea of a connected universe. When a certain number of people come together and they choose at a moment in time to create a precise emotion in their hearts, that emotion literally can intentionally influence the very fields that sustain the life on planet Earth. The iconic physicist Albert Einstein, known for his revolutionary theory of relativity, laid the groundwork for comprehending the intricate tapestry of the cosmos. His equations demonstrated that matter and energy are interconnected, revealing the profound unity that underlies the very fabric of the universe. A human being is a part of the whole, called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feelings as something separate from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. Deepak Chopra, a well-known author and speaker on spirituality and holistic health, often discusses the law of divine oneness in his work. He highlights the connection between our emotions, thoughts, and physical well-being, emphasizing how they influence the world around us. Success comes when people act together. Failure tends to happen alone. One intriguing real-life example of the law of divine oneness in action is the Global Consciousness Project. Developed by Roger D. Nelson, this ongoing research project uses random number generators placed in various locations worldwide. It explores whether there are deviations in random data during major global events or moments of shared consciousness. During significant events like the tragic 9/11 in New York, some researchers have noted that the data collected by the GCP showed deviations from expected randomness. While this doesn't provide definitive proof, it raises fascinating questions about the potential connection between global consciousness and world events. It suggests that when the collective consciousness of humanity is strongly focused on a particular event or emotion, it might have subtle, measurable effects on the world around us. Now that we understand the rich tapestry of this law, let's consider practical ways to integrate it into our daily lives. Applying the law of divine oneness can lead to transformative changes in your perspective and interactions. Start by recognizing the profound interconnectedness of all things. Here's how. Empathy and compassion. Nurture empathy and compassion for others. Understand that their experiences are intricately connected to yours. By offering support and kindness, you contribute positively to the collective consciousness. Mindfulness. Begin by cultivating a state of mindfulness. It entails a profound awareness of the present moment, a recognition of the undeniable impact of our thoughts and actions on our lives and the intricate web of existence. To be mindful is to understand the power of the choices we make. Harness the power of positive intentions. Your thoughts and intentions shape your reality and influence the cosmic tapestry. Visualize the outcomes you desire and align your actions with these intentions. Incorporating the law of divine oneness into your life can be a deeply enriching and transformative journey. Remember these 3 key points. We are one. Understand that we are all interconnected on a profound level. Your thoughts, actions, and intentions have far-reaching consequences, not just for yourself, but for the entire universe. Embracing this recognition is the first step towards a more harmonious existence. Responsibility and consequence. Understanding our wholeness comes with a profound sense of responsibility. This awareness calls us to act with care and mindfulness as we are the keepers of a shared reality. Peace within ourselves. Ultimately, the law of divine oneness calls us to find peace within ourselves. By understanding our connection to the universe, we can let go of feelings of isolation, insecurity, and fear. We realize that we are not alone on this journey and that we have the support of a vast interconnected universe. I hope I've succeeded in explaining that by embracing this profound truth and living in harmony with it, we can collectively create a more compassionate, empathetic, and harmonious world. In doing so, we not only enhance our individual lives, but also contribute to the well-being of the entire cosmos. Number 2, the law of vibration. The law of vibration, the second law of the 12 universal laws, is a fundamental principle that governs the universe. It's a concept that suggests that everything in the universe, at its core, is in a constant state of motion and vibration. This vibration is not limited to physical objects, but also extends to our thoughts, emotions, and energy. You see, this is not just some mystical idea, but it's a fundamental principle that underlies the very fabric of our reality. The law of vibration is the idea that beneath the surface of solid matter, there's a dynamic dance of energy and movement that shapes our world. Now, that might sound a bit abstract, but bear with me, it's far more profound than it seems. Think about it. From the subatomic particles that make up your very being, to the celestial bodies we see in our night sky, all of it is vibrating. It's as if the universe itself is a symphony of vibrations, each note playing a part in the grand cosmic composition. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. The law of vibration extends beyond the physical realm. It encompasses our thoughts, our emotions, and the very essence of who we are. You see, your thoughts, those inner dialogues that run through your mind day in and day out, they too are vibrations. Your feelings, whether they be joy, sorrow, or indifference, are vibrations as well. Both conventional physics and quantum physics state that all things in our universe are constantly in motion, vibrating. Even objects that appear to be stationary are in fact vibrating, oscillating, resonating at various frequencies. But don't take my word for it. You'll grasp the law of vibration validity with the undeniable research and the voices of esteemed physicists and thinkers. Nikola Tesla, a name that resonates through the archives of scientific history, was no ordinary mind. He was an inventor, physicist, and electrical engineer who not only harnessed the power of electricity, but also had a deep appreciation for the subtler forces at play in the universe. He famously said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." What Tesla was saying here was a profound recognition of the interconnectedness of all things through vibrational frequencies, and his genius lends substantial credibility to the law of vibration. Sarah Cremonini, an associate professor of physics, tells us about vibration at a subatomic level through the lens of string theory, which proposes that every particle in the universe is made of tiny, vibrating strings of energy. Measuring just 10 to 34 meters, a string compares in size to a quark as an atom compares in size to the Earth. Look deep inside any particle and you'll see this tiny, vibrating string. This is the fundamental unit we have been searching for, the fundamental entity that makes up everything. Dr. Bruce Lipton, a cell biologist whose pioneering work in epigenetics has revealed the intricate dance between our thoughts, beliefs, and the cellular realm. He demonstrated by research the astounding truth that our thoughts and emotions influence the behavior of our cells. He underlined that our beliefs, which are essentially vibrational in nature, dictate the expression of our genes. In simpler terms, our thoughts and emotions send vibrational signals to our DNA, shaping our physical reality. Dr. Lipton's work underscores that the law of vibration isn't confined to the abstract, but it reverberates through the very cells of our bodies. Let me take a moment and kindly ask you to give us a thumbs up and maybe even share this video to the ones you care about. It helps a lot in spreading this knowledge to the unaware people that might need it. Now let's look into two tangible examples that illustrate the law of vibration at work in our daily lives. Music and emotions. The first and the most obvious real-life example would be music and emotions. When you listen to a fast-paced, upbeat song, you may feel energized and joyful. In contrast, a slow, melancholic melody might make you feel introspective or even sad. When you're listening to that hauntingly beautiful violin solo, the vibrational frequency of the music aligns with the vibrational frequency of your emotional state. It resonates with the deepest chambers of your heart and soul, and in that moment, you are in harmony with the universe. You're not just a passive receiver of vibrations, you're also a conductor, directing the symphony of your own emotions. A room's energy. Now, let's explore a phenomenon that's both subtle and profound: the energy of a room. Every space we live in, whether it's our living room, a workspace, or even a public place, carries its own unique energy. And this energy is a reflection of the interactions and emotions that have unfolded within those walls. Imagine walking into a room after an intense argument has taken place. Even if you weren't present for the dispute, you can sense it in the air. There's a heaviness, a tension that lingers. It's as if the very walls of the room hold the echoes of the heated exchange. This, my friends, is the law of vibration at work. Now that we understand how important this law is for our very existence, let's consider practical ways to integrate it into our daily lives. Self-awareness. Take a moment to reflect on the vibrational frequencies you emit daily. Pick a few set times in your day and ensure that they are predominantly positive, uplifting, and aligned with your aspirations. Avoid finding yourself ensnared in the lower frequencies of fear, doubt, and negativity. Recognize that you have the power to choose your vibrational tone. In the grand theater of existence, you are both the playwright and the protagonist of your narrative. This realization demands an honest assessment of your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. The gratitude paradox. Gratitude, a deceptively simple practice, carries profound vibrational implications. When you express gratitude for the blessings in your life, you elevate your vibrational frequency. Paradoxically, this heightened frequency attracts more experiences and circumstances to be grateful for. Take time each day to acknowledge and appreciate the abundance in your life, whether it's the warmth of the sun, the laughter of loved ones, or the opportunities that cross your path. The more you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, the more the universe responds with abundance. Harmonize your environment. Your external environment and the company you keep exert a considerable influence on your vibrational state. Surround yourself with environments that resonate with positivity and growth. Spend time in nature, immerse yourself in art, or create spaces in your home that radiate tranquility and inspiration. Choose your company wisely. Align yourself with individuals who uplift and support your vibrational journey. Engage in meaningful conversations that elevate your understanding and consciousness. Remember, you are not an island. You are part of the vibrational orchestra of existence. In summary, the law of vibration is not merely a philosophical concept, but a very real and practical tool for shaping the reality we desire. Embracing this law can and will raise your vibrational frequency through conscious awareness and positive practices, and the universe responds in kind. By integrating the law of vibration into your daily life, you have the power to transform your reality, manifest your desires, and elevate your well-being. Embrace the vibrational symphony of the cosmos and let it harmonize with your deepest intentions and aspirations. Number 3, the law of action. In the next few minutes, you'll understand why the law of action is considered to be the foundation of every success story out there. Understanding, embracing, and applying this law can propel you on the higher path that you've always known you belong to. This law can also get you out of that destructive loop of waiting for the right time. The law of action, part of the 12 universal laws, is an essential principle stating that action is the force behind all progress and change. It demonstrates that just thoughts and intentions are simply not enough, but it is the deliberate steps we take that launch us toward our goals and aspirations. Similar to the law of vibration that we talked about in a previous video, a law which governs the universe's underlying vibrational frequencies, The law of action enables the path from desires to tangible achievements. It is the bridge that connects our dreams to reality. The law of action is probably the most tangible of the 12 universal laws. It's the law that puts in practice and materializes all the principles of the other 11 laws, taking your dreams and aspirations from theory to reality. As usual, let's see the scientific validation from credible, eminent figures that support the law of action. Isaac Newton defined a law that underscores the inertia of existence and highlights the importance of action in changing states. His most famous quote is related to his third law of motion that is definitory for the law of action. To every action, there is always opposed an equal reaction. This applies to our actions too, not only to physical objects. Albert Einstein, the physicist that needs no introduction, reshaped our understanding of the universe with his theory of relativity. He emphasized the interplay between action and time, showcasing how our actions in the present resonate throughout the past and future. His work underscores the law of action's intrinsic role in shaping our existence. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Charles Darwin, the acclaimed naturalist, introduced the theory of evolution by natural selection. His work demonstrates how species adapt and evolve through action and adaptation, underlining that those who take action are more likely to thrive and pass on their traits. In the long history of humankind, and animal kind too, those who learn to collaborate and improvise most effectively have prevailed. Now, real-life examples for the law of action can be somewhat redundant as everyone understands how taking action can have results, but they are still important for consolidating the importance of this law. Let's take visionaries like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as example, who took action through peaceful protests, speeches, and nonviolent resistance to fight against racial injustice. Their actions inspired millions, culminating in transformative changes in civil rights legislation. This movement demonstrates how collective action can bring social and political change on a monumental scale. Other examples can be scientific discoveries, a fitness transformation, every entrepreneurial success story, a fulfilling relationship, and many other situations in which action sits at the core of everything. Now that we understand the importance of the law of action, let's go over some practical ways to integrate it into our lives. The 5-second rule. Here's a very simple but yet extremely efficient trick that comes from Melanie Robbins, a prolific author and speaker. The rule is straightforward. When you have an idea or an impulse to take action, count down from 5 to 1, and then physically move to act on it. This simple technique disrupts hesitation and activates the prefrontal cortex, pushing you to take action before self-doubt and procrastination can set in. For example, let's say you're on social media and a thought enters your brain to stop wasting time and start working on that overdue business plan. The 5-second rule tells you to start right away and will actually help you to do that. This is one of the highly efficient ways to overcome procrastination. You need a bit of willpower and determination until it transforms into a habit, and at that point, you'll become unstoppable. Clarity of purpose. Start by defining your goals with crystal clarity. The more precise your objectives, the easier it becomes to plan and take action towards them. Write down your goals, break them into manageable, actionable steps, and create a roadmap for the achievement. Consistent effort. Consistency is the cornerstone of the law of action. Make a commitment to take consistent, incremental steps toward your goals every day. Acting on easy, manageable steps, compounded over time, lead to remarkable results. Celebrate success. Celebrating your successes, no matter how small they may seem, is like planting a seed in a garden. The more seeds you plant, the more likely you are to have a bountiful harvest. The same is true for success. The more you celebrate even small steps to your goal, the more likely you are to achieve even greater success in the future. The law of action is the force that propels us forward, transforms our desires into reality, and ultimately defines our destiny. You are not a passive spectator in the theater of life. You are the actor on the stage, and action is your script. As Mahatma Gandhi wisely stated, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. Through action, you become the catalyst for change in your own life and, by extension, in the world around you. Embrace the law of action as a guiding principle in your journey of self-discovery and personal transformation. Take intentional steps, no matter how small, and watch as your aspirations gradually become your lived reality. Remember, your actions shape your destiny, and the power to transform your life is within your reach. Seize it with purpose, determination, and the unwavering belief that you can indeed shape your destiny through action. Number 4, the law of correspondence. Part of the 12 universal laws, this principle whispers the notion that as above, so below, as within, so without. Everything in our external world has a direct correlation to our inner world. This principle proposes that patterns repeat across all levels of reality, from the microcosmic to the cosmic scale. The stars in the universe might seem distant and unrelated to your daily life, but the patterns they create are mirrored in your very cells and emotions. The law of correspondence states that the beliefs and thoughts we hold within ourselves are reflected in our external reality. Change the inner and you inevitably change the outer. Now, to see that this isn't just an abstract philosophical concept, but rather a very real principle that affects our lives, let's explore the opinions of a few profound thinkers and scientists that validated the law of correspondence. Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary alchemist and esoteric figure, emphasized the mirroring effect of the universe, where understanding one level of reality can grant insights into another. The Hermetic teachings provides one of the earliest and most explicit expressions of the law of correspondence, highlighting the interconnectedness of various levels of existence and the harmonious relationship between the micro and macro realms. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist and founder of analytical psychology, spoke of synchronicity, the meaningful coincidences that occur in our lives. He believed these were a product of the interconnectedness of inner and outer realities, a perfect demonstration of the law of correspondence. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. Dr. Masaru Emoto's groundbreaking research on water crystals revealed the profound impact our thoughts and emotions have on the molecular structure of water. When exposed to positive words and emotions, water formed beautiful, symmetrical crystals, while negative words led to chaotic, fragmented forms. If our thoughts can shape water so profoundly, imagine the impact on our bodies, which are largely made of water. Water is the mirror that has the ability to show us what we cannot see. It is a blueprint for our reality, which can change with a single positive thought. All it takes is faith, if you're open to it. Before seeing some real-life examples of the law of correspondence, let me take a moment to thank the members that directly support our content. We are truly grateful to each one of you. Also, we kindly ask you to give us a thumbs up and maybe even share this video to the ones you care about, spreading this knowledge to the unaware people that might need it. Now let's explore some real-life examples showing that profound internal changes in individuals or collective consciousness can manifest significant shifts in external realities. The Renaissance and individual awakening. The Renaissance period was a time of immense cultural, scientific, and artistic blossoming in Europe. On an individual level, there was a surge in humanistic thinking, with individuals turning inwards for self-discovery, breaking away from medieval norms. This internal shift towards personal growth and creativity was mirrored externally in groundbreaking advancements in art, science, and philosophy. The likes of Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo were not just shaping art. Their inner curiosities and explorations were reflecting and shaping the world around them. Nelson Mandela and apartheid's end. Nelson Mandela's inner transformation during his 27 years in prison is a testament to the law of correspondence. Internally, he shifted from anger and vengeance to forgiveness and unity. Mandela's inner growth and profound commitment to reconciliation mirrored in the outer world when, against many odds, South Africa transitioned from decades of oppressive apartheid to a democratic nation. Mandela's internal shift towards peace and unity played a significant role in the country's journey toward healing and integration. Now, let's see how you can apply the law of correspondence in your day-to-day life. Inner reflection. By understanding your inner self, you can effectively influence your external environment. When faced with challenges, instead of seeking solutions outside, look within. Often, resolving inner conflicts leads to external solutions. Affirmative practices. Use positive affirmations and visualization techniques. By aligning your mental state with your desired reality, you set the stage for the law of correspondence to manifest those desires in the external world. Surround yourself with positivity. Just as your inner state affects the outside can affect your inner state much more than you think. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, people, and environments can foster a beneficial internal atmosphere for growth and well-being. Stay conscious of your internal dialogue. Be aware of your thoughts and beliefs, as negative patterns can manifest undesirable outcomes. By changing your internal dialogue to one of positivity, abundance, and gratitude, you'll witness a transformation in your external circumstances. The law of correspondence is a potent reminder that the macrocosm mirrors the microcosm. To change our external circumstances, we must first initiate a transformation within. Begin with the internal, and the external will correspondingly align. This profound law empowers you to take charge of your reality, understanding that the universe is a reflection of your inner self. Engage with this dance of inner and outer worlds and sculpt a reality of harmony, abundance, and fulfillment. Number 5, the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect is an essential principle among the 12 universal laws, and at its core, the law proposes that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The principle establishes that every action, thought, or decision sets forth a wave of energy that ripples through the universe, culminating in observable outcomes. Whether you are conscious of it or not, this law is perpetually at work, shaping the course of events and the trajectory of your life. The law of cause and effect is also known by most people as karma, a concept originating mainly from Buddhism and Hinduism. This law isn't an abstract concept, but is grounded in both science and philosophy, with numerous credible personalities underscoring its validity and universal application. Stephen G. Post, a prominent figure in the realm of bioethics, philosophy, PhD, and writer, published a study in International Journal of Behavioral Medicine in 2005, underlying that altruistic acts positively affect both emotional health and overall health. The research proposes that individuals who engage in acts of kindness and generosity experience heightened feelings of happiness, contentment, and reduced stress. These beneficial psychological effects can, in turn, have a cascading positive impact on one's physical health, including potential reductions in cardiovascular risk and improvements in longevity. Dr. Wayne Dyer, the renowned self-help author and motivational speaker, frequently discussed the concept of the law of cause and effect, or karma, in his works. He highlights the idea that the energy we put into the world returns to us, often emphasizing the importance of leading a life filled with love, kindness, and positivity to attract similar energies. How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. The Dalai Lama, a revered spiritual leader, firmly believes in this law. He teaches that our actions not only impact our present circumstances, but also shape our future. The Dalai Lama's words carry enormous weight within the Buddhist community, where the concept of karma is central to their beliefs. Live a good and honorable life. Then when you are older, you can look back and enjoy it a second time. Now, let's see some real-life examples that underlie this law's undeniable existence. Personal health and lifestyle choices. The story of Dick Hoyt and his son Rick Hoyt is a powerful testament to the law of cause and effect. Rick was born with cerebral palsy, and doctors believed he would never be able to participate in normal life activities. However, Dick refused to accept this prognosis. He and Rick began participating in marathons and triathlons together, with Dick pushing Rick in a wheelchair. Their dedication and hard work, the cause, not only strengthened their bond, but also shattered perceptions about disabilities, inspiring millions worldwide. The effect. Their story highlights how persistent effort and love can create extraordinary outcomes. Philanthropy and social change. The work of Muhammad Yunus, a Bangladeshi social entrepreneur, economist, and civil society leader, showcases the law of cause and effect in action. Seeing the extreme poverty in Bangladesh and the exploitative practices of loan sharks, Oneness founded the Grameen Bank in 1983, providing microloans to the impoverished without requiring collateral. This innovative approach, the cause, has since empowered millions of people, particularly women, to start their own businesses and lift themselves out of poverty, the effect. Oneness's work earned him the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006, proving that compassionate action can lead to profound social change. Knowing by now that this law can have a significant role in anyone's existence, let's explore how you can apply the law of cause and effect into your day-to-day life, taking advantage of its benefits. But first, let me take a moment and kindly ask you to give a thumbs up to this video, as it helps a lot in spreading this knowledge to the ones that might need it. Thank you. Now let's continue with the ways of applying this law. Mindful decision making. Recognize that every decision you make today impacts your tomorrow. Therefore, be mindful of your choices, ensuring they align with the future you envision. Accountability and responsibility. Embrace responsibility for your actions, recognizing that blaming external circumstances doesn't shift the outcomes. When you take charge of your actions, you empower yourself to craft a future of your choosing. Harness your thoughts. Be acutely aware of your mental patterns. Negative, limiting beliefs can set into motion a series of undesired events. Shift your focus to positivity, abundance, and growth, catalyzing a series of unexpected outcomes. Karmic awareness. Understand the concept of karma not as fate, but as a series of choices. Choose kindness, generosity, and empathy, setting into motion a cycle of goodwill and positive returns in your life. At its core, the law of cause and effect dictates a simple truth. Every action we take, or choice we make, initiates a sequence of events, a ripple in the vast ocean of existence. The real power of the law is conscious action. Recognize that they're not just isolated events, but initiators of a chain. Start creating positive ripples and watch the world change around you. Embrace this law as a guide, allowing it to steer you toward positive choices and meaningful actions. In understanding and applying the law of cause and effect, you unlock the potential to craft a life of purpose, fulfillment, and harmony, forging a future that reflects your highest aspirations. By aligning your actions with your goals, nurturing positive thoughts, and taking responsibility for your life, you become an active participant in the grand orchestra of existence, creating a symphony of success, happiness, and inner peace. Number 6, the law of compensation. The law of compensation is a profound principle that is not just a philosophical concept, but is deeply rooted in the fabric of our reality. It's the understanding that there is an inherent balance in the universe, where every action has a corresponding reaction, every effort has a reward, and every investment reaps its own personal profit. At its core, this law is a reflection of the principle of cause and effect. It suggests that individuals receive in kind what they give to the world. This law goes beyond mere financial transactions, extending to our thoughts, behaviors, and interactions with others and the environment. Now let's explore some personalities that have supported and validated the reality of the law of compensation. Ralph Waldo Emerson, an influential thinker, essayist, and philosopher, profoundly influenced philosophical thought with his essay, Compensation, published in 1841. This essay presents the idea that the universe operates on a principle of moral balance, where each action has a corresponding reaction reflecting a spiritual and ethical equivalent of Newton's physical laws. Emerson's law of compensation posits a universal moral balance, where every action has a corresponding ethical reaction, advocating for self-reliance and highlighting the interconnectedness of nature and human ethics. Shallow men believe in luck or in circumstance. Strong men believe in cause and effect. Dr. Martin Seligman, often regarded as the father of positive psychology, provides scientific underpinning to the law of compensation through his research on happiness and well-being. His studies on gratitude and positive contributions to others show a clear correlation between the quality of one's actions and their impact on personal happiness and success. While you can't control your experiences, you can control your explanations. Adam Grant, an organizational psychologist and author of Give and Take, has conducted extensive research that provides valuable insights into interpersonal dynamics in professional settings, particularly focusing on the roles of givers, takers, and matchers. His work, most notably presented in his book, Give and Take, A Revolutionary Approach to Success, offers a compelling perspective on the law of compensation, especially in the context of how generosity and self-interest influence success. The most meaningful way to succeed is to help other people succeed. The Dalai Lama, as a global spiritual leader and a prominent figure in Tibetan Buddhism, often emphasizes the importance of compassion and altruism in his teachings. These teachings hold significant relevance in the context of the law of compensation, as they underscore the idea that what we give out to the world, especially in terms of kindness and compassion, comes back to us, often in forms of inner fulfillment and happiness. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Let's see some real-life examples of the law of compensation at work, situations and actions that undeniably prove that everything is in balance and compensating through this law. Community revitalization. In the 1990s, Medellin, Colombia, was one of the most dangerous cities in the world. Through focused, community-driven efforts, investments in education and public infrastructure, the city transformed. This investment in the community resulted in a dramatic reduction in crime, improved quality of life, and a boost in tourism and international reputation, showcasing the law at work on a larger scale. Humanitarian work. Actress and director Angelina Jolie is well known for her extensive humanitarian work, particularly as a special envoy for the UN Refugee Agency. Her efforts in advocating for refugees and human rights have earned her great respect and influence in spheres beyond Hollywood, showcasing how her dedication to humanitarian causes has been met with recognition and impact on a global scale. Philanthropic impact. J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series, went from living on state benefits to becoming a billionaire and one of the most successful authors in history. Notably, she lost her billionaire status because she donated a significant portion of her wealth to charity and causes supporting multiple sclerosis, children's welfare, and poverty alleviation. This generosity has not only furthered her reputation as a compassionate individual, but also brought her immense respect and love from fans worldwide, showcasing how her giving has been compensated in ways beyond financial wealth. If you're wondering how you can apply the law of compensation into your own life, I got you covered, since this is the next section that I'll explain. Applying these practices will ensure that you're aligning yourself with this law and ultimately profit of its benefits. Genuine effort. Focus on the quality and sincerity of your actions across all areas of life, including work, relationships, and personal ambitions. Authenticity in your efforts not only ensures better outcomes, but also fosters trust and respect. It resonates deeply, creating positive ripples that often return to you in unexpected and rewarding ways. Consistency and patience. The law of compensation doesn't always operate on an immediate or visible timeline, so compensation may not be immediate. Also, embrace the realization that rewards can manifest in various forms, including professional growth, deeper relationships, and personal well-being. Over time, your steadfast contributions can culminate in significant and sometimes surprising ways. Consistently contribute positively and be patient for the results. Balance giving and receiving. Be open not just to giving, but also to receiving. Sometimes allowing others to give back is as important as your initial contribution. Self-reflection. Regularly reflect on your actions and intentions. Ensure they align with the values and outcomes you desire. The law of compensation is an empowering principle that guides us towards a life of purpose and balance. It reassures us that our positive contributions to the world will eventually be compensated. This understanding encourages us to act with integrity, kindness, and a sense of communal responsibility. By embracing this law, we set in motion a cycle of positivity that not only enriches our lives, but also contributes to the greater good. It is a reminder that our actions, thoughts, and efforts are interconnected with the larger scale of life, and that in giving our best, we open ourselves to the best the universe has to offer. The law of compensation, therefore, is not just a guideline for personal success, but a blueprint for a harmonious and fulfilling life. Number 7, the law of attraction. The law of attraction states that whatever we focus on, we attract into our lives. In other words, our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions create our reality. Whether we are aware of it or not, we are constantly sending out vibrations that match our dominant state of mind and emotion, and the universe responds by bringing us more of the same. This law is not a new concept. It has been known and practiced by many ancient civilizations, such as the Egyptians, the Greeks, and the Hindus. It has also been popularized by modern authors and speakers, such as Napoleon Hill, Rhonda Byrne, Oprah Winfrey, and so many others. They have all shared their insights and experiences on how to use the law of attraction to achieve success, happiness, and fulfillment in life. I'm sure now you're wondering, how can you know this law is real and not just wishful thinking? When it comes to the actual physics of it, we covered this aspect in a video we made a few weeks ago about manifesting, and you can find the link to that video in the description below. Apart from that, there are actually scientific studies that support the validity and effectiveness of the law of attraction. For example, a research by Dr. Masaru Emoto showed that water crystals can change their shape and structure depending on the words and emotions that are projected onto them. Positive words and emotions create beautiful and harmonious crystals, while negative words and emotions create distorted and chaotic crystals. This demonstrates that our thoughts and feelings have a powerful impact on the physical world. Here we can include the research of Fred Alan Wolf and also the CIA research, but we've covered that in the video about manifestation that we are recommending as a must in understanding this law. Besides the research that is validating the principles of law of attraction, there are countless successful people and personalities that attribute their success to this law and their unwavering belief in manifesting their desires. Although this might seem far-fetched, I am telling you with full responsibility that each and every successful person out there has used the law of attraction on the road to their success, whether they know it or not. Some call it faith in prayers, others incredible confidence, others call it manifesting. But disregarding what is called, everything is based on the law of attraction. Oprah Winfrey, a media mogul and philanthropist, has endorsed and promoted the book and the movie The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, and has interviewed many authors and speakers who teach the law of attraction, such as Eckhart Tolle, Deepak Chopra, and Wayne Dyer. After the releases of the book and the movie The Secret, they marketed themselves through word of mouth and viral marketing by the first people that wanted to share their success experiences. This created a cascade effect that amplified the impact and reach of The Secret and the law of attraction, and it became a worldwide phenomenon, selling over 30 million copies and being translated into 50 languages. Will Smith, the actor, producer, and rapper that needs no introduction, has openly shared his beliefs and experiences with the law of attraction and has encouraged others to pursue their dreams and goals with passion and faith. He has also attributed his success and happiness to his positive mindset and attitude. There are many others that share the same beliefs, but here is the testimony of esteemed actor Sir Anthony Hopkins with an incredibly powerful speech talking about how the power of belief can make such a difference.
I've read someone, I can't remember whether it was in the Old Testament or I think it was a shaman, maybe Carlos Castaneda, but the shaman said there was a drought. Cattle were dying, people were dying in a desert. And the shaman said, build the ditches, dig the ditches for the rain. And they said, there is no rain. Dig the ditches and the rain will come. Now you non-believers may say, oh, that's nonsense. Well, believe what you want. That's the rational mind. I don't think the rational mind is working too well at the moment. It's the irrational mind, the subconscious. All my life, when I was a little boy, I dreamed of where I am now. I may have had a vision, I don't know. Didn't have much hope, but everything happened for me. And now I believe that we can condense time. We can pull it to ourselves. It's not about the future. Oh, I'm going to do something next year. It doesn't exist. Tomorrow doesn't exist. The next hour does not exist. It's all potential. But what we can do is drag the time into the present, now, into the solar plexus of our soul. Build the ditches. Whatever you want to do, believe it, believe it, believe it, even if you don't believe. Play the game of belief. Act as if you believe. That is power. That is sheer power. And it will happen, believe you me. An old fool like me. It's worked in my life, it will work in yours. So never give up. Believe, believe, believe.
Now let's explore some real-life examples of the law of attraction in our everyday lives. For instance, have you ever noticed that when you wake up in a good mood, everything seems to go your way? You get a compliment from your boss, you find a parking spot easily, you bump into an old friend, and so on. On the other hand, when you wake up in a bad mood, everything seems to go wrong. You spill your coffee, you get stuck in traffic, you have a fight with your partner, etc. This is because your mood sets the tone for your day and attracts more of the same. Another example is when you think of someone and then they call you or text you, or when you have a strong desire for something and then you see it everywhere. Or when you set a goal and then you meet the right people or find the right resources to help you achieve it. These are all signs that the law of attraction is working for you and bringing you what you want. Here are the 4 steps that will help you to apply the law of attraction to your advantage and create the life you desire. Be clear about what you want. The first step is to define your vision and your goals. What do you want to have, do, or be in life? Write it down in as much detail as possible. The more specific you are, the easier it will be for the universe to deliver it to you. Feel as if you already have it. The second step is to generate the emotion that matches your desired outcome. How would you feel if you already had what you want? Happy, grateful, excited, proud. Feel it in your body and in your heart. The more you feel it, the more you attract it. Take inspired action. The third step is to act on your intuition and your opportunities. The universe will not do everything for you. You have to do your part and take action towards your goals, but don't force it or struggle with it. Follow your inner guidance and your joy. The universe will send you the right people, events, and circumstances to support you along the way. Trust and let go. The fourth step is to trust the process and let go of the outcome. Don't worry about how, when, or where your manifestation will happen. Don't doubt or resist it. Just trust that the universe has your back and that everything is working out for your highest good. Let go of your attachment and your need to control. Allow the universe to surprise you and delight you. The law of attraction is a powerful and universal law that can help you create the life of your dreams. By applying these steps, you can align yourself with the vibration of your desires and attract them into your reality. While many are still considering this law just wishful thinking and pointless woo-woo talk, they are denying themselves a fulfilling life. But the ones that embrace and apply the law of attraction will eventually have everything they desire. Sure, it's not easy, and it takes some work and determination, as everything valuable in this life. But once you've seen the first results, you'll be grateful that you've followed the principles of the law of attraction. Remember, you are the creator of your own experience. You have the power to choose what you want and how you want to feel. The universe is always listening and responding to you, so start creating your life masterpiece today. Number 8, the law of transmutation of energy. In the next few minutes, we will explore the law of transmutation of energy, a fundamental principle among the 12 universal laws. Understanding and applying the principles of this law can be the key to unlocking your inner potential and reshaping the trajectory of your life. The law of transmutation of energy, a cornerstone among the 12 universal laws, suggests that energy is never created nor destroyed, but rather transforms from one form to another. This isn't merely a scientific theory, it's a fundamental law that governs the intricate dance of energy in the cosmos. Picture the kinetic energy of a flowing river or the potential energy stored in the nucleus of an atom. Every form of energy is in a perpetual state of transmutation, sustaining existence. Now let's draw parallels with the energy within ourselves. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are all forms of energy in constant flux. The law of transmutation of energy empowers you to consciously direct and elevate this energy, transforming negative thoughts into positive actions and unearthing untapped potential. To fortify the validity of this law, let's turn to a few renowned figures who have explored the depths of energy transformation. The psychoanalyst and philosopher Carl Jung's work emphasizes the psychological aspect of energy transformation, demonstrating how acknowledging and integrating the shadow self can lead to personal growth. His exploration of the collective unconscious and the transformative power of archetypes aligns with the principles of transmutation. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Marie Curie, the esteemed physicist and chemist, a pioneer in the study of radioactivity, provided a tangible example of energy transformation at the atomic level. Her groundbreaking research on the transmutation of elements laid the foundation for understanding the conversion of one element into another, showcasing the transformative nature of energy. Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. While going forward, let's see some real-life examples that vividly illustrate the law of transmutation of energy. Apple's rebirth. In the late 1990s, Apple was on the verge of bankruptcy, facing financial troubles and a lack of innovation. When Steve Jobs returned to Apple in 1997, he brought a visionary mindset. Instead of succumbing to the negative energy surrounding the company, he transmuted it into a driving force for innovation and excellence. The introduction of groundbreaking products like the iMac, iPod, iPhone, and iPad transformed Apple into one of the most successful and influential tech companies globally. From struggle to success. Before the success of the Harry Potter series, J.K. Rowling faced personal struggles, including poverty and rejection from publishers. Rather than succumbing to despair, Rowling transmuted her challenges into creative energy. The experiences of hardship became the foundation for the magical world of Harry Potter. Her perseverance and ability to turn adversity into literary gold not only transformed her own life, but inspired millions around the world. Now that we recognize the significance of the law of transmutation of energy, let's explore practical ways to integrate it into our daily lives. Conscious thought transformation. Become aware of your thoughts and consciously transmute negative or limiting beliefs into positive affirmations. Redirect the energy towards constructive goals. By recognizing and challenging negative thought patterns, you can harness the transformative power of your mental energy. Mindful communication. Practice mindful communication to transmute conflict into understanding. By approaching disagreements with empathy and active listening, you can transform the energy of conflict into opportunities for mutual growth and collaboration. This strategy is particularly effective in personal and professional relationships. Physical wellness practices. Embrace activities that promote physical well-being, such as exercise or yoga. Transform the energy within your body to enhance vitality and overall health. Physical wellness practices not only contribute to a healthier body, but also positively impact mental and emotional well-being. Creative expression is therapy. Use creative outlets as a form of therapy. Whether through writing, painting, or other artistic endeavors, individuals can transmute emotions into creative expressions. This not only provides an emotional release, but also fosters self-discovery and personal growth. The law of transmutation of energy is not just a cosmic principle, it's a powerful tool for personal transformation. By understanding and applying this law, you hold the key to redirecting the energy within yourself, shaping a life filled with positivity, purpose, and untapped potential. Embrace the alchemical journey of transmutation and witness the profound changes it can bring to your existence. Number 9. The law of relativity. The law of relativity, part of the 12 universal laws, it's the one that can create instant results. This is the only law of the 12 that will immediately act on you and your life right after the moment you've understood it and embraced its principles. The law of relativity says that everything is relative and that nothing exists in isolation. It teaches us that the significance and value of any experience are not inherent, but rather dependent on our perspective. In essence, this law invites us to see life's events, circumstances, and challenges in relation to one another, offering a broader and more nuanced understanding. This law invites us to view our experiences through the lens of relativity. Unlike the laws of physics that Einstein brought forth, the cosmic law of relativity extends beyond the measurable world into the realm of human perception and experience. At its core, this law suggests that everything is relative. Our joys, sorrows, successes, and failures gain meaning only in relation to other experiences. It's a dance of perspectives and comparisons that shapes our understanding of the world around us. Let me tell you a short story that will portray how the law of relativity acts in our lives, how it can make your life the most fulfilling, but also how it can do the exact opposite if your relative view on life is inherently pessimistic. It's breaking dawn, and the sun is rising over Miami after the weekend. It looks like it will be a sunny Monday, marking the beginning of a new week. David is sipping what remains on the bottom of a champagne bottle after a long and fun night roaming between Miami's clubs. While preparing to go to bed, he's looking out to the bay standing near the big windows of his high tower loft. The rising sun over the bay is offering a spectacular view, painting a perfect ending to what should have been an amazing night out. But David is not enjoying it. He just stares in the distance, thinking about that one exclusive club that he knows he couldn't get in. The club is one of the most exclusive ones in the world, and only the most influential people can be members of. He has everything. Money has never been a problem. He can buy almost anything, but not the power and influence on that higher level. With this thought haunting him, David goes to bed filled with frustration and sadness. In the bay, Cliff has just sailed off the pier with his new boat for a relaxing morning on the water around Miami with his wife. He enjoys his early retirement after 25 years of hard work as a lawyer. As he sits on the deck sipping the coffee, he looks at the high-rise building shining in the sun. In that moment, a feeling of frustration and sadness unveils him, since he always wished for a high-rise loft and to be able to afford anything and everything. Life after being an honest lawyer with strong morals isn't bad, but not nearly as profitable as his colleagues that embraced lower morals for the sake of higher fees. Cliff slowly sails off, but engulfed with the bitter taste of frustration. At the same time, on the road near the bay, Sarah is driving to work, waiting in line for the heavy morning traffic. While she's waiting, she turns to the bay and the ocean that is providing spectacular views of the sunrise. She sees Cliff's boat slowly sailing off, floating on the sun-bathed water. She imagines that the owner of the boat has an amazing life, filled with fulfillment and happiness, and she's immediately engulfed by a feeling of letdown and sadness. Although she's only 10 years into her career, she can't see past her desk job and never thought of taking action to pursue her dreams. Across the road at the edge of a high-rise building, Amina is waking up by the sunrise warmth after another night sleeping on the streets. She is homeless for over a month due to an incredible series of events. While she's enjoying the sunrise, she sees Sarah in the car, thinking that it's so nice to have a secure job, a warm home in the evening with every necessity taken care of. While Sarah drives off in the traffic, Amina smiles because she knows her situation won't be like this much longer. She's filled with optimism since tomorrow has an interview with a nonprofit organization that will help her with a temporary home and a job. While her situation was grim, she was grateful for every meal, every quiet night, and every sunrise she was lucky to witness while being homeless. She never lost hope and took action every day to get her life on track, and that's what got her the life-changing interview. Amina is the happiest of the 4 people we've known in this short story, because she always understood the power of gratitude, positivity, and optimism, while taking small steps every day to achieve her short and long-term goals. Sarah, Cliff, and David are living with a perpetual sentiment of frustration and sadness, despite their good situation. This is because neither of them understood that they should appreciate what they have and shouldn't focus exclusively on what they don't have. Whether we're happy or not depends exclusively on our own perspective, and as you'll truly understand, it would be almost impossible to chronically feel unfulfilled or sad. Of course, you can't expect to be happy all the time, as we are complex beings, and the sinusoidal aspect of life is what makes it interesting and worth living. But taking into account the law of relativity principles, the proportion of happiness and fulfillment will always be greater than the opposite. To fortify the validity of the law of relativity, let's discover the insights of influential figures who have contemplated the relativity of human experience. Eleanor Roosevelt, the well-known activist and diplomat, said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." With this famous quote, she captured the essence of the law of relativity in our emotional experiences. She understood that our perception of self-worth is relative, and by choosing how we react to external influences, we can shape our own reality. Viktor Frankl, psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, expressed his existential philosophy in the book titled Man's Search for Meaning, that sold more than 12 million copies and aligns with the law of relativity. He emphasized that even in the face of unimaginable suffering, individuals can find meaning by relating their experiences to higher values or a broader life purpose. The astrophysicist and science communicator Carl Sagan's reflections on the pale blue dot Earth offer a cosmic perspective on the law of relativity. From the vastness of space, our individual challenges and triumphs pale in comparison. This perspective encourages humility and a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all life. Now that we understand the law of relativity, let's explore practical ways to integrate it into your daily life. Gratitude practice. Develop a gratitude practice to appreciate the relative abundance in your life. By recognizing the challenges faced by others, you can cultivate a sense of gratitude that transcends individual circumstances. Seek cosmic perspective. Occasionally step back and realize the cosmic perspective. In the grand scheme of the universe, our concerns and achievements may seem insignificant. This doesn't diminish their importance, but invites a sense of humility and interconnectedness. Cultivate empathy. Practice empathy by considering the perspectives of others. In moments of conflict or disagreement, acknowledging the relativity of experiences fosters understanding and opens the door to constructive dialogue. Mindful comparison. Engage in mindful comparison, not to diminish your struggles, but to gain a broader perspective. Recognize that challenges are relative and everyone is on their unique journey. This approach can reduce self-criticism and promote self-compassion. The law of relativity offers us a powerful lens through which to view and interpret our experiences. By understanding that everything is relative, we gain the wisdom to navigate life's challenges with resilience, empathy, and a broader perspective. If we brought value to your day, consider giving this video a thumbs up and sharing it with those who might benefit from the empowering knowledge of the law of relativity. Together, let's spread the wisdom that can help more people to find harmony to a unique existence. Number 10. The law of polarity. Understanding and acknowledging this law can bring profound insights into the nature of our experiences and help you be more aware of the possibilities around you. At its core, the law of polarity challenges us to view the world not in absolutes, but in shades of duality. It is a philosophical and metaphysical concept that transcends cultural and temporal boundaries, echoing through the teachings of ancient wisdom traditions and resonating in the findings of modern scientific inquiry. The law of polarity states that everything in the universe has an opposite. This law is based on the concept that opposites are in fact two extremes of the same thing: light and darkness, success and failure, love and hate. These are not separate entities, but rather different degrees of the same spectrum. Consider a magnet. It has a positive and a negative pole, and attempting to isolate one without the other is impossible. they are inseparable. Similarly, the law of polarity suggests that in our journey through life, we encounter situations, emotions, and experiences that range from one extreme to its opposite. This law is not a mere observation, but a profound invitation to understand the inherent balance in the universe. Numerous studies and thinkers have acknowledged the existence of polarity in various aspects of life and provided both scientific and philosophical support to the law of polarity. So let's explore just a few. Carl Jung, the renowned Swiss psychiatrist, explored the concept of opposites in his theory of the collective unconscious. He argued that the human psyche contains archetypes representing fundamental human experiences, and these archetypes often manifest as opposites. His studies laid the groundwork for understanding the interplay of opposites in shaping our thoughts and behaviors. Niels Bohr, a Danish physicist and Nobel laureate, played a pivotal role in the development of quantum mechanics. His work on atomic structure and quantum theory revealed the inherent duality of particles, such as the wave-particle duality. Bohr's insights laid the foundation for understanding that at the quantum level, entities could exhibit seemingly contradictory behaviors, reinforcing the idea of polarity in the very fabric of reality. Carl Rogers, a pioneering psychologist, emphasized the importance of self-actualization and personal growth. In his client-centered therapy, Rogers recognized the inherent duality within individuals, the struggle between the current self and the potential self. This acknowledgement of opposing forces within the self aligns with the law of polarity and its application in the realm of personal development. Before seeing some real-life examples of the law of polarity, let me take a moment and thank all our subscribers for joining us, and also thank our channel members that are making this content possible. Now let's explore the law of polarity through a few concrete real-life examples. The concept of yin and yang in traditional Chinese medicine. In traditional Chinese medicine, the concept of yin and yang embodies the law of polarity. These opposing forces represent the dualities present in nature and the human body. Health is seen as a balance between yin, representing qualities like darkness, rest, and coolness, and yang, representing qualities like brightness, activity, and warmth. When there is an imbalance, an excess of one and a deficiency of the other, illness may occur. This ancient wisdom recognizes that the harmony of opposites is essential for well-being, emphasizing the interconnectedness of health and illness. Economic market cycles. The financial world offers a compelling example of the law of polarity through economic market cycles. Periods of economic expansion are often followed by contractions or recessions. This cyclical pattern is inherent in economic systems worldwide. Investors and policymakers recognize that the upward swing of prosperity is accompanied by the downward swing of economic challenges. Understanding this polarity allows for strategic decision-making, as individuals and institutions prepare for and navigate both prosperous and challenging economic phases. Learning from mistakes and scientific discovery. Scientific progress often involves a series of successes and failures, demonstrating the law of polarity. Consider the story of Sir Alexander Fleming, who accidentally discovered penicillin in 1928. Fleming's failure to properly clean his laboratory led to the growth of mold, which killed the surrounding bacteria. This unexpected event became the starting point for the development of the first antibiotic. The failure of maintaining a sterile environment transformed into a groundbreaking medical discovery, exemplifying how opposites can coexist and contribute to transformative advancements. Now, let's explore some ways in how you can apply the law of polarity into your life. Applying this law involves a shift in perspective and a conscious effort to embrace the dualities inherent in our experiences. Embrace dualities. Rather than resisting opposites, embrace them. Acknowledge that success and failure, joy and sorrow are interconnected aspects of the human experience. By accepting the presence of dualities, you open yourself to a deeper understanding of life's complexities and a more resilient approach to navigating its ups and downs. Practice perspective shifts. Challenge yourself to view challenges as opportunities for growth. When faced with adversity, consciously look for the lessons and hidden blessings. This shift in perspective aligns with the law of polarity, encouraging a more balanced and constructive outlook on life. Balance and harmony. Strive for balance in various aspects of your life. Recognize that extremes, while part of the polarity, can be harmonized to create a more stable and fulfilling existence. Whether it's balancing work and personal life or managing emotional highs and lows, seeking equilibrium always fosters well-being. The law of polarity invites us to explore the interconnectedness of opposites and recognize the inherent balance in the universe. As we navigate the dualities of life, let us draw inspiration from the wisdom of those who have delved into the profound implications of this law. Embrace the lessons of success and failure, love and hate, health and illness, for they are integral parts of the human experience. Remember that acknowledging the law of polarity is not about denying one aspect in favor of the other, but finding the delicate balance that fosters growth and resilience. Number 11, the law of rhythm. In the grand symphony of existence, rhythm plays a crucial role, orchestrating the dance of life itself, and this is governed by the law of rhythm, part of the 12 universal laws. In this video, we will peel back the layers of cosmic harmony, unraveling the unseen threads that connect all things. The law of rhythm, like the heartbeat of the cosmos, pulses through the fabric of reality, guiding the rise and fall of civilizations, the seasons of nature, and the very essence of our lives. So let's explore the essence of this law, with the help of research, real-life examples, and practical applications that can guide you in harmonizing with the natural order. The law of rhythm states that everything in the universe has a natural ebb and flow, a rhythmic pattern that governs its existence. Think of it like a silent maestro conducting the grand orchestra of the universe. Imagine the cosmic ballet of planets, the cyclical dance of seasons, the heartbeat within every living organism, all synchronized to a rhythm that transcends the boundaries of time and space. At its core, the law of rhythm acknowledges that life is a series of cycles, each with its unique cadence influencing our emotions, relationships, and the broader cosmic movements. Understanding this law requires a shift in perspective, a recognition that life is not a linear progression, but a cyclical journey. It encourages us to embrace the natural cycles of growth and rest, creation and dissolution, birth and rebirth. Now let's turn to the insights of some notable figures and personalities that have researched and explored the concepts related to the law of rhythm. Carl Jung, the eminent psychologist, explored the concept of archetypes and the collective unconscious. In his studies, he observed recurring patterns in human experiences and behaviors, highlighting the rhythmic nature of the human psyche. His work states that understanding these patterns can lead to a deeper comprehension of ourselves and our connection to the world. The pendulum of the mind alternates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. Fritjof Capra, a physicist and systems theorist, has researched the interconnectedness of nature, underscoring the rhythmic dance of energy and matter. Through his exploration of systems thinking, Capra elucidates how the universe operates in rhythmic cycles, from the microscopic to the cosmic level. In the dance of the universe, cosmic rhythms become manifest in biological rhythms, which then give rise to social, political, and economic rhythms. Going further, let's bring the concepts of the law of rhythm into the realm of our daily experiences with some real-life examples. The sleep-wake cycle. The circadian rhythm that is governing our sleep-wake cycle is a fundamental example of the law of rhythm in our daily lives. Our bodies naturally follow a 24-hour rhythm, regulating sleep, alertness, and various physiological functions. Understanding and aligning our activities with this natural cycle enhances overall well-being. Disruptions, such as jet lag as example, highlight the importance of respecting and adapting to our inherent biological rhythm. Economic cycles. Throughout history, economies have experienced cycles of growth, recession, and recovery. In the 1930s, the Great Depression was followed by periods of prosperity, and more recently, the 2008 global financial crisis, succeeded by an economic upswing, showcasing the rhythmic nature of financial systems. Recognizing these cycles allows individuals and businesses to make informed decisions, navigate uncertainties, and position themselves for opportunities in sync with the economic rhythm. Technological advancements. The history of technological advancements exemplifies the law of rhythm. Innovations in various fields, from the Industrial Revolution to the digital age, follow a pattern of emergence, widespread adoption, saturation, and eventual transformation. Understanding this rhythm allows industries and societies to anticipate technological shifts, adapt, and harness the potential for progress. Understanding the law of rhythm is only the first step, but applying this knowledge will enrich our lives. So here are practical ways to integrate this law into your daily existence. Awareness. Cultivate awareness of the natural rhythms in your life. Observe the cycles in your emotions, energy levels, and external circumstances. This mindfulness provides insights into the optimal times for various activities, allowing you to work in tandem with the universal flow. Intentional pauses. Incorporate intentional pauses in your endeavors. Just as music relies on pauses to create rhythm, our lives benefit from moments of stillness. These pauses offer opportunities for reflection, rejuvenation, and recalibration, ensuring a more balanced and fulfilling journey. Adaptability. Embrace the fluidity of life by learning to adapt to the changing rhythms rather than resisting them. This flexibility enables you to navigate challenges with greater resilience and ease, fostering a sense of harmony in the face of life's inevitable fluctuations. The law of rhythm invites us to dance with the natural cadence of life. As we align ourselves with these universal patterns, we discover a profound sense of harmony and purpose. Embrace the ebb and flow, recognizing that each phase serves a purpose in our existence. Tune into the natural rhythms around you. Acknowledge the cycles of nature, the changing seasons, the rise and fall of the sun, and the rhythmic pulse of life. Aligning your actions with these universal patterns brings a sense of attunement. Just as a skilled dancer moves in harmony with the music, aligning with natural rhythms enables you to move through life with a sense of purpose and accomplishment. As you internalize the wisdom of the law of rhythm, envision yourself as the conductor of your own life's orchestra. With each beat, you have the power to shape your narrative, harmonizing with the cosmic rhythms that transcend time and space. Embrace the rhythm, for in its cadence you discover the timeless melody of a life well lived. Number 12, the law of gender. After explaining all previous universal laws, in this video we'll be exploring the last one, the most intriguing of them, the law of gender. I'll do my best to explain the principles of this law and peel the layers of this cosmic principle backed by supporting personalities and research with real-life examples. Also, as usual, we will explore how you can apply the principles of this to your day-to-day life to empower your journey. The law of gender states that everything, from the tiniest atom to the grandest galaxy, possesses dual aspects, forging a delicate balance that sustains the universe. Imagine a cosmic dance where masculine and feminine energies intertwine, creating the rhythm of life. These polarities complement and balance each other, manifesting in various forms throughout the universe. Consider the masculine principle: bold, assertive, action-oriented. It embodies qualities such as strength, logic, ambition, and drive. It's the spark that propels us into action, the force that forges paths and shapes destinies. Now, setting this side by side with the feminine principle: nurturing, receptive, intuitive. It encompasses qualities like empathy, compassion, creativity, and intuition. It's the gentle caress that soothes our wounds, the intuitive whisper that guides our steps in the dark. Together, these polarities form a dynamic equilibrium, a cosmic dance of give and take, push and pull. Just as the sun and the moon, the yin and the yang, spiral in an eternal embrace, so too do masculine and feminine energies intertwine to create reality and existence. Going forward, let's see some prominent personalities and cultures. that researched and supported the principles of the law of gender. The eminent Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, known for his pioneering work in analytical psychology, explored the depths of the human psyche and uncovered the existence of archetypal energies known as the anima and animus. He proposed that every individual possesses both masculine and feminine qualities within their unconscious, regardless of biological sex. In his landmark study called The Archetypes and the Collective Unconscious, Carl Jung made clear how these archetypal energies manifest in dreams, myths, and symbols, shaping our perceptions and behaviors. He stated that integrating these masculine and feminine aspects is essential for individuation, the process of becoming whole and realizing one's true self. Jung's insights into the anima and animus provide verifiable support for the law of gender, highlighting the universality of masculine and feminine energies within the human psyche. Ancient Chinese philosophy, particularly Taoism, offers profound wisdom on the interaction of masculine and feminine energies, embodied by the concept of yin and yang. In Taoist cosmology, yin represents the receptive, nurturing aspect, while yang embodies the active, assertive aspect. Taoist texts such as the Tao Te Ching and the I Ching presents the harmonious balance of yin and yang within the natural world and the human experience. The Tao Te Ching, attributed to the philosopher Lao Tzu, emphasizes the importance of aligning with the flow of the Tao, the underlying principle of existence, which encloses both yin and yang. With its emphasis on balance and harmony, the holistic worldview of Taoism resonates deeply with the law of gender, stating the complementary nature of masculine and feminine energies in the universal order. Now, let's see some real-life examples of the law of gender and how this balance helped humanity to gain valuable insights that we're all benefiting from to this day. Marie Curie and the discovery of radium. Marie Curie, the pioneering physicist and chemist, provides a compelling example of the law of gender in action. Her groundbreaking research on radioactivity, which led to the discovery of radium and polonium, exemplifies the harmonious integration of masculine and feminine energies in scientific inquiry. On one hand, Curie demonstrated the masculine qualities of rigorous logic, analytical thinking, and relentless perseverance in her pursuit of scientific knowledge. Her meticulous experiments and methodical approach to research reflect the assertive, action-oriented aspect of the law of gender. On the other hand, Curie also exhibited feminine qualities such as intuition, creativity, and sensitivity, which guided her insights and discoveries in the face of formidable challenges. Her legacy serves as a testament to the transformative power of embracing both aspects of the law of gender in achieving extraordinary results. The Wright brothers and the invention of the airplane. Another real-life example of the law of gender in the realm of innovation and entrepreneurship would be the story of the Wright brothers Orville and Wilbur and their historic achievement of powered flight. They have embodied a balance of masculine and feminine energies in their quest to conquer the skies. On one hand, both brothers displayed masculine qualities such as determination, ambition, and resilience, as they relentlessly pursued their dream of human flight despite numerous setbacks and failures. Their tireless focus, strategic planning, and calculated risk-taking reflect the assertive, action-oriented aspect of the law of gender. On the other hand, the Wright brothers also demonstrated feminine qualities such as creativity, intuition, and adaptability, as they experimented with novel designs and solutions to overcome technical challenges. As in Marie Curie's case, the harmonious integration of these masculine and feminine energies enabled the Wright brothers to achieve the seemingly impossible and usher in a new era of aviation. Their pioneering spirit serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative potential inherent in embracing both aspects of the law of gender in pursuit of innovation and progress. Now that we know what the law of gender is and how it works, let's see how we can integrate it into our daily lives and take advantage of its beneficial principles. Self-reflection and awareness. Begin by cultivating self-awareness and reflecting on the masculine and feminine qualities within yourself. Take time to identify your strengths, tendencies, and preferences, recognizing that you possess a unique blend of both energies. Engage in practices such as journaling, meditation, or mindfulness to deepen your understanding of your inner dynamics. Balancing work and rest. Embrace the rhythm of masculine and feminine energies in your daily routines by striking a balance between action and receptivity, productivity and relaxation. Recognize the importance of periods of focused effort as the masculine energy, balanced with moments of rest, reflection, and rejuvenation as the feminine energy. Prioritize self-care activities such as exercise, creative pursuits, or simply taking breaks to recharge. Decision-making and problem-solving. Approach decision-making and problem-solving with a balanced perspective, drawing upon both rational analysis as the masculine energy and intuitive insight as the feminine energy. Trust your intellect and logic to assess facts and weigh options, while also tapping into your intuition and gut feelings to guide you towards the best course of action. Embrace creativity and flexibility in your problem-solving process, allowing space for innovative solutions to emerge. The law of gender reminds us to embrace the inherent duality within ourselves and the world around us is key to achieving harmony and fulfillment. By honoring both masculine and feminine energies, we unlock profound insights, deepen our connections, and align with the natural rhythms of existence. You are not just a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in a drop. Embrace the dance of masculine and feminine energies within you, for therein lies the key to unlocking your fullest potential. I want to congratulate you for being here all the way to the end. This means you're acknowledging the importance of understanding our world and how it can help for our self-growth. You're the golden one, part of the people our society needs. Also, I want to thank all of our subscribers for trusting us and thank each and every member of our channel. They are making this content possible by directly supporting our work